How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little mystery beers, courtesy of my boy Max. Max with two X's. Sent off a big old box of mostly New England-based beers, but these are mystery beers, so they could be anything. And yeah, we're gonna rip through them. This is the second one, I believe, out of 2, 4, 6, 6 or 8 of them I sent. Forget the exact number. I don't know. It just looks like a super sugary double hazy. That's what it looks like. Like an under attenuated, residual sweet, hazy IPA. But it also looks like something with a fruit addition to it. So it could be a fruity kind of beer or something like that. Maybe even like a fruity sour IPA, something along those lines. Just under a pinky finger ahead, that's dissipating relatively quickly. Pretty much white as white could be. And we got a little bit of Disneyland wrapping paper mystery beers for you. So yeah, I mean, she looks the part of a hazy. Is it sour or not? Let's find out. Is this one of those New Park blenders? Because that's what it smells like. It smells like a kettle sour, like fruit addition, dry hopped kind of beer, but it's not as sweet or candy like as what I remember the blenders being, at least on the nose. But there's like an apricot thing going on in here. There's definite like a tartness and a sourness in here that is beyond just a malted kind of sourness too. It has like this acidic kind of sourness to it, but it's sweet. Every sniff is getting sweeter, so I'm leaning a little bit more towards those kind of blender series beers. But it really is citrus leaning. Apricot is actually probably the biggest thing. So citrus apricot with apricot leading the way, and a tart sour kind of aggressively hopped kind of beer. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. I knew it was going to be tart. It's a little more tart and a little more acidic than I thought it would be. I don't think this is a New Park blender. The blenders come off a little bit less aggressive for me. They can be a little bit sweeter than this, but they come off like a little bit more rounded, not as acidic. So I'm still leaning into that apricot thing. We're going from just generic citrus to heavy grapefruit on here, maybe even a little bit of pineapple. So I think it's like a grapefruit, apricot added hazy sour, hazy IPA, sour IPA. I think it has a little bit of heft to it. I don't think it's the smallest beer in the history of the game. I just went out and walk my dog. Now my legs are itching. So, might have a tick or something. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. ABV-wise, I kind of want to go high on this one. I'll go A2. Yeah, I actually like it. It's tasty. Each sip, you get a little bit more acclimated, so it's not as jarring, not as sharp. But it's giving me all the things I really dig about these new school kind of fruited beers without being soup or those fruit smoothie kind of beers. It does have this nice kind of hop aggressiveness to it. That could be a lot where I'm getting that kind of pineapple from, or grapefruit from, as opposed to a fruit addition. And then, it's acidic enough to where I think I'm drinking something above and beyond kettle sour, but I think that tartness and the acidity is coming from the fruit, which makes me want to just go generic passion fruit, which I should, because anytime I get these kind of fruited beers like this, and they tend to be a little bit more beyond a kettle sour kind of acidic, passion fruit is typically a play. So let's go there. Apricot, passion fruit, apricot, passion fruit, done. And then the other fruits I was talking about, that citrus portion, that grapefruit, and that pineapple is coming from the hop things. That's where I'll lean. 8.2%, done and done. So let's see what their sucker lands. Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, it could definitely be a blender. I mean, it kind of makes sense because, where Max is located, and whatnot. And some of the even non-mystery beers he sent me was New Park derived, but it's not. See, this is Nightmare Brewing, right? Okay, fair enough. So it's definitely going to be high in ABV. They don't fuck around with ABVs. What do we have here? This beer is called, I do not know. Nightmare Brewing. Okay, here we go. It is Gungaro. It's a sour India Pale Ale, soured on pineapple with coconut, Moroccan mint, Sabro, Kotal, and Kotal? Kotal. Never heard of that hop before. And cashmere hops. Yeah. See, I like this I thought that pineapple, I thought that fruitiness. Ooh, what's the ABV on this? 8.3. I was 0.1 off. Probably one of the lower ABV nightmares I've had. So yeah, I mean, I didn't nail the fruits, but I talked about pineapple. I didn't talk about coconut. Really didn't get much of it in there. Moroccan mint. No. Okay. Fine. Just mint in there. Kind of really, I don't know if it's placebo effects. Mint's a delicate flavor. This is a pretty aggressive beer. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay with everything I said. Got the ABV right. Style was pretty obvious. And that fruit portion, definitely, I was kind of dancing between that kind of apricot and leaned a little bit more kind of heavy pineapple. But I thought that was coming strictly from a hop addition, and the fruits were coming from another direction. Not the case. But I'm okay with what I said. But it's a fun beer. This is probably one of, if not the best beer I've had from Nightmare Brewing. A lot of their beers tend to be gigantic beers that are under attenuated, super duper sweet, which this has a decent sweetness to it. I even saw that from the look of the beer. But it ended up just being kind of one of the more, I want to say aggressive, but one of the more kind of electric kind of sour IPAs. Some of these tend to come off a little bit cereal grainy and kind of boring, and this one has a little bit of oomph to it, a little bit of chutzpah to it, and I kind of dig that. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better ones? Yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? No, but still pretty damn tasty stuff. Value and availability. I think Nightmare is pretty much distro only, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like sour IPAs and you like pineapple and you like those kind of flavors. I'm not getting a ton of mint. Coconut, you can talk me into it, and it gives you that kind of slightly kind of beach drink kind of vibe. But all in all, it's really that pineapple leaning kind of fruited beers. If those are the kind of things you dig, you'll dig this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. massivebeers@gmail.com or matt@massivebeers.com. You can email me if you want to send mystery beers. Just say hello. You're more than welcome. And Massive Beers in general, or Beer Massive in general in the old internets, you find me doing social media stuff and beer podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of mystery beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.